Ladies and gentlemen, parents, administrators, and graduates, welcome to the graduation of the class of 2026. Please rise and continue standing for the presentation of the colors by the ORHS and JROTC, and remain standing for the moment of silence and in singing the Oak Ridge High School alma mater.
Please remain standing and join us now in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please remain standing for the ORHS alma mater. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good evening, class of 2026, family, and staff. Thank you for coming out. My name is Isaac Nadine, and tonight I'm privileged to be here with you all. John A. Shedd, an American professor and author, once wrote, "A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for." Today, I'd like to share my experience at Oak Ridge High School and how I learned to step outside my comfort zone, to leave the safety of the harbor, and to challenge myself so that I could grow. I remember that 4 years ago in English class, our teachers required us to read Romeo and Juliet and write an essay about it. Naturally, as a freshman without a care in the world, I turned to my best friend at the time, ChatGPT. When I turned the assignment in, it was so good I'm pretty sure my teacher suspected I used AI, but I swore up and down that I hadn't. Matter of fact, when I was a freshman, I found myself using ChatGPT often. One time in algebra, when I was solving my delta math equation so fast that Mr. Van Eek brought me up to the board in front of the whole class and had me attempt to answer a factoring problem in 4 seconds. I tell you this not to highlight how awesome ChatGPT was, but to show you that much like many of yourselves, freshman year, I was too afraid to apply myself. I was worried about what others would think of me, and I let my fear of standing out too much make decisions for me. I always told myself I could learn how to write or factor later. I thought I had nothing but time as a freshman. Eventually, I began thinking about my time in high school and how I'd lose my chance to really learn and develop myself if I waited too long. I also felt guilty about using AI or copying my friends' answers. Fortunately, I had teachers and family members who helped me make a change through taking risks and trying hard things I hadn't before, despite my fear of what other people thought about me. When I stepped into my sophomore English class, my teacher, Dr. Denisar, set me on a path not only to be a better writer, but a better student. After her class, I found myself sitting down and taking the time to do the work, owning the skills I didn't care to previously learn. I realized I was smarter than I thought I was. By junior year, I landed myself in a handful of AP classes, like Miss Jordan's AP Lang, where I had no choice but to apply myself. I began giving effort in more than just classes. I cultivated relationships with my classmates and got to see them experience the very same thing that I was. I saw them start to raise their hand in class and stop being scared of being themselves. I watched them invite failure without fear so that they could better themselves. I'm sure when you compare who you were as a freshman to who you are now, you can see how much you've changed and grown. I look at all of you today and don't see the shy freshman class I saw 4 years ago. I see young men and women who have spent the last 4 years learning to be the best versions of themselves, who are now ready to go out into the world, and that is something for all of you to be proud of. Not only did I change how I viewed school, but I also changed how I viewed my involvement in the community. As many of you know, I used to play football until I hurt my ACL as a freshman. I spent 2 years rehabbing my knee, and finally, it was my junior year, and I was ready to come back and play. Unfortunately, a week before the season started, I tore my knee again. Naturally, I wanted to come back and play my senior year, but I was forced to make the right decision and step away. Looking back at my injuries, I'm very thankful for them, which is weird because who would be thankful for that? Surgeries and constant physical therapy. What made me thankful was the newfound free time, and with that, I decided to get involved more in school because I previously let fear deter me from it. I found joy and fulfillment in giving back to my community, whether it was volunteering at food drives, Special Olympics, or school events. Things I would have never done if I hadn't experienced the growth and adversity I did. I believe that the ups and downs I faced due to my injury helped me become more open to stepping outside the box I lived in freshman year and reaching out to other people, cultivating relationships I hadn't before. Whether you were injured, failed a test, or got in trouble, we all faced some sort of adversity during our time here that we had no choice but to overcome, which ultimately helped shape us into the young men and women who are graduating today. Now, we're about to take one of the biggest steps into our future as changed people. When you step across this stage tonight, I encourage you to think back on yourself as a freshman and take a second to pat yourself on the back and appreciate how much you've grown. But today doesn't mark the end of growth. Life is full of lessons and changes, and we and members of society need to embrace them and welcome them. No good story is an easy or comfortable one. Lastly, and most importantly, we all need to remember that we didn't get here alone. We had support. Mom, Dad, I wouldn't be the young man I am today if it wasn't for your sacrifices and encouragement. Even though it wasn't an easy journey and there were plenty of disagreements, I want you to know everything I do is to make you proud and happy of who you raised, because I wouldn't be here without you. To every parent or guardian in the audience, I hope you recognize the same. We're here growing and pursuing a life worth living day in and day out, not only for ourselves, but for the people waiting for us at home. If you're a parent or guardian of the class of 2026, please stand for a round of applause. Thank you and congratulations. Each year, seniors from the graduating class compete to participate as class speakers. Our speaker for tonight's graduation is Ashlyn Hart.
Okay. Greetings, families, teachers, staff, and fellow graduates. I am truly honored to be speaking to all of you today. Live life in the moment. We've all heard that cliche plenty, but what does it mean for us when leading our own lives? Well, to answer this question, we must first ask another. What is a moment? A logical person would say that it's simply a measure of time, just another way for us to describe a second or an instant. A romantic would say that it's a feeling, something for our hearts to interpret. Here's what I say. A moment is a choice, an opportunity for us to make a difference. In fact, we wouldn't even be here, graduating, preparing to start our independent lives, if it weren't for how we chose to use our moments. Every moment we chose to say yes, to take a step, to push ourselves, was one that led us to our current moment, our pinnacle, our victory, our new beginning. We should be proud of ourselves for accomplishing this amazing feat. When we venture into the world, we will continue to face new moments, each one of them always changing and never staying. Some of them will bear gifts, others burdens. It will be up to us to choose how we receive these moments. What will we do? How will we act? Not every choice we make will be the right one. I know I have wasted, ignored, and ruined too many moments to count. I'm sure the rest of us have too. But we must not let our failures discourage us. Our goal is not to never fall. Our goal is for us to always stand up, for us to always look to the next moment, for us to be ready for our choice. And no matter what choice we make, no matter how we use our moments, we will grow. Whether we realize it or not, our choices change us with every rip, tear, and repair. The difference lies in how we grow. Will we grow to improve ourselves and those around us? Or will we grow to hide away, to be a victim of the world and its challenges? Our approach to our moments will determine whether we change for the better or for the worse. And we must remember that our world only changes with us. Life does not lay our path, we do. And there is no right way for us to grow, no right way for us to live our lives, only our best. And our best is the greatest gift that we can give to this world. All that matters is whether we are brave enough to give it. When leading our lives, we should strive to live life in the moment, to be aware of our choices and their impact to our life, our future, ourselves. We only get so many moments, so we should use them to choose the life we want to live, the people we want to be, the beauty we want to see. We are capable of great things, and I hope that after today, we will see the humble moment in a new light, not as something to harness, not as something to experience, but as something to harness. Yes, our moments shape us, but we can shape our moments. Thank you, and have a great rest of your evening.
How about another round of applause for Isaac and Ashlyn? Fantastic job. Good evening, students, families, and the Oak Ridge community. I'm Nick Corrigan, principal of Oak Ridge High School, and it is an absolute pleasure and honor to be with you tonight. What a beautiful night we have together. I don't think we could have asked for better weather in the middle of May. These are special moments for all of us as we celebrate the culmination of our students' preschool, elementary, and middle and high school years of education. It is a time to pause and contemplate the many opportunities for growth and the extraordinary accomplishments of this outstanding group of young men and women. It is a privilege to speak with you tonight, and an even greater honor to lead a school where every student in our district spends their final 4 years preparing to step confidently into the world. This is not a responsibility that I take lightly, and thankfully, not one that I carry alone. Everyone gathered here today is responsible for helping ensure our students are prepared to walk across this stage. Dr. Borchers, Dr. Williams, Mrs. Laurendine, Mrs. McLean, and our Board of Education, thank you for your trust and support. Your confidence has only deepened my respect for this role. I want to give special thanks to our maintenance, custodial, and technology staff. Your extraordinary behind-the-scenes work creates the magic of an evening like this. To our Oak Ridge High School Wildcat Band. Thanks for being here to ensure our school spirit sounds across the city. Your music has been the heartbeat of so many celebrations, football games, pep rallies, and moments that define what it means to be a Wildcat. From early morning rehearsals to late night performances, you've brought energy, excellence, and pride to every event. Thank you for representing Oak Ridge schools with such distinction and making tonight truly special. I can't imagine an Oak Ridge High School gathering at Blankenship Field without you. I also want to recognize several staff members that helped put this together. Madame Barry, Miss Ledden, Miss Murley, Mrs. Pryfogel, Dr. Sparks, Miss Robin, Miss Toller, and Miss Shelton, who have invested countless hours ensuring every cap, gown, cord, and diploma is perfect for our graduates. Miss Golden and Mr. Etheridge, for your assistance this evening on one of the toughest jobs, reading these names. Mr. Kolodny for preparing our video board live stream. Miss Behan for your tremendous support to provide translation services. And to our Oak Ridge Police Department school resource officers present here tonight. Teachers, educators, coaches, and support staff at all levels, from pre-K through 12th grade, your tireless energy, love for students, and passion for education is extraordinary. You have prepared this outstanding group of young men and women to step independently into the world. Dr. Fisher and Ms. Taylor, I shared this with you last night, but I felt it important to stay again this evening. Mrs. Taylor, your unwavering devotion to our students is truly remarkable. You don't just prepare them for high school graduation, but as their counselor, you prepare them for life. Your advocacy often goes unnoticed, but you're always there, ready to call, text, email, or meet in person. You've built meaningful relationships with our students and helped transform their dreams into reality. Thank you for your steadfast commitment to their success. Dr. Fisher, you have been an invaluable assistant since I arrived last September. Your presence at late-night events, your watchful eye over our student section, and your tireless energy reveal who you are as a leader. You consistently go the extra mile because you genuinely want what's best for our students. This past week, with all its joyous celebrations and challenging conversations, has only reinforced your deep commitment to each student's success. Thank you for bringing your whole heart into every decision and your willingness to think through every possibility to do right by our kids. Let's give these staff members a round of applause. Families of today's graduates, thank you for 18 years of sacrifice and support. I know that the nights spent rushing home for dinner, working through math problems, reading bedtime stories, attending sporting events and concerts, you've been there. It has been a pleasure partnering with you. Job well done. As a one high school district, we have an unbelievable opportunity to ensure equitable education and multiple pathways for every student. Our portrait of a graduate guides everything we do because the stakes are high. But the impact on our students is extraordinary. Oak Ridge Schools has serious talent pouring into our kids every single day. No matter your role here, you impact our vision that every student is prepared for college, career, and life success. This graduating class speaks volumes about equity and excellence, values that we hold dear in Oak Ridge Schools. Class of 2026, this is it. This is the last time you will all be gathered in the same place together. It has been a wonderful week celebrating you and spending time with one another. I've spent a lot of time the last few weeks reflecting on our journey together, and it has brought back many memories. From seeing you in the halls during my time as principal at Robertsville, to many of you sitting in 5th grade math class at Jefferson. It is truly exciting to see how successful you have been during your time in Oak Ridge Schools. I am confident that your families will agree with me that it is also a stark reminder of how fast time has passed. You've taught me a lot at so many stages of my own journey as an educator. More importantly, whether you realize it or not, my family and I have grown alongside you during our time together. At the time I started as your 5th grade math teacher, my son was barely a year old and still ran around the house in diapers during those 5th grade math lessons on place value and fractions. He's now going into 3rd grade at Linden Elementary. You've taught me a lot during our time together and have made me a better husband, father, and leader. Some think of the principal's role as one that holds our students and staff accountable for instruction, curriculum, behavior, and whatever else might be needed to discuss in the next staff meeting. But more often than not, the opposite is true. There is not a day that has passed that I have not gone home without a story, lesson, experience, or scenario to reflect on as a reminder to get better. It is quite often our students that help us become better every single day. The class of 2026 will always be special to me. Watching you grow into the accomplished young adults that you are has been a true privilege. I pray that you all live beautiful and successful lives and that you are given the opportunity to build as many special relationships as I have encountered during our time together. I've had the privilege of speaking with many of you during college commitment signings. I often ask you to scan the room and remember the people closest to you: friends, family, teachers, and coaches. These relationships are the foundation of your success. They matter because they are the ones that you will want next to you when you find joy and experience success. Perhaps more importantly, they are the ones you will want next to you when life gets tough or you encounter failure. In those moments of uncertainty, when doubt creeps in or plans change unexpectedly, it is these people who will lift you up, remind you of your worth, and help you find a way forward. Many of you have already experienced times like this, and you didn't let it stop you. I hope each of you have cultivated and will continue to nurture those meaningful connections throughout your lives. Because ultimately, success is not measured by accolades or achievements alone. It is measured by the depth of relationships that we build and the positive impact that we have on one another. In closing, I know that you will find success, and I can't wait for you to come back to Oak Ridge High School and tell us all about it. Time goes by quickly. Lean on one another, raise each other up, and focus on the relationships that will help you navigate the rest of your lives. At the end of my first year teaching, a student once gave me a painting with a quote that states, "They may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel." It is still hanging in my office today. I am certain that I have fallen short on living up to that at times, but it is a reminder of how important it is to live our lives in support of one another. I am proud of you for what you have already accomplished and tremendously excited to see what the future holds for each of you. I'm humbled by the opportunity to serve as the Oak Ridge High School principal and so thankful that I serve this community alongside each of you. Those of you here surrounding our graduates today are proof that our students can achieve their dreams when we commit to excellence. Let's give the class of 2026 another round of applause. Please welcome our superintendent, Dr. Bruce Borchers.
Good evening. Tonight I'm pleased to present the class of 2026. At this time, it's my pleasure to certify that the students who are receiving diplomas tonight have met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Tennessee State Board of Education and the Oak Ridge Schools Board of Education. Therefore, I present to you the class of 2026. And now it's my privilege to introduce the Chair of the Board of Education, Mrs. Laura McLean, along with Vice Chair, Mrs. Erin Webb, and fellow members of the board, Dr. Heather Hartman and Mrs. Mary Crank, who will be presenting the diplomas to the graduating class of 2026.
Amani Isabel Abu Hashish. Serenity May Akawi. Kirsten Michaela Atkinson. Michael Leandre Dwayne Teasley Jr. Anthony Carmack Angel. Alessandro Ancelotti. Sammy Hassan Aquino. Wyatt Christopher Arline. Gabriel Fitzgerald Arrington. Thomas Jonathan Ashcraft. Rowan Draven Curran Adelot. Jared Andrew Bafford. Liliana Lee Bailey. Isabella Rosina Ball. Lydia Marie Ballard. Christian Reese Bonsell. Sean Edward Blair. Amante Malik Bishop. Evan Scott Bewer. Anna Jane Burvin. William Tyler Bennett. Ava Brooklyn Bell. Raylan Gloria Beebe. Ella Jade Bebout. Caroline Elizabeth Beard. Gracie Bella Bejeda. Aiden Craig Barnhart. Logan Riley Bowman. Ada Francis Branson. Kinley Beth Brassel. Melissa Robin Brock. Tucker Cole Broncatello. Lane Tyler Brown. Micah Israel Brown. Demetrius Josiah Butler. Jada Leanne Burgess.
Robert Nathaniel Calhoun. Serenity Danielle Campbell. Gary Eugene Carlisle III.
Astrid Milagros Castellanos Chavez.
Kenley May Connor. Jace Carter Combs. Kyra Elise Colston. Kelly Lee Collins. Benjamin Mark Coleman. Noah Scott Kofer. Mackenzie Ann Cleveland. Kaysen Olivia Clark. Constantine John Christian. Carter Lewis Chittenden. Toby Chin. Jaden Noel Chavez. Tristan Evan Chartrand. Ian James Cates. Lauren Rebecca Cook. Haru Bess Cooper Barber. Kaylee Nicole Coppertino. Braden Allen Cox. Jet Allen Craig. Jenny Crawford. Riley Hope Curitan. Delaney Jean Cutler. Lorana Lydia Daniels. Hayden Kais Dans. Jonas Jeffrey Thomas Davis.
Jacob Gabriel de Jesus.
Damian Michael Deedy.
Beyonce Montserrat de Leon.
Michael Joseph Ferry. Carson Thomas Fagan. Lilia Eden Farmer. Brooklyn Nicole Farmer. Evelyn Anne Marie Eubanks. Adam William Englehart Jr. Connell Henry Ellis. Anya Rose Bridget Ellis. Nicholas Nathaniel Ray Ehlers. Jaden Jeremiah Early. Zoe Grace Duncan. Kaylee Rye Duffel. Onyx McCullum Donald.
Christian Dane Dodson. Lynette Dimas. Isabela Ayala Figueroa. Margaret Ruth Finstad. Dominique Reese Ferrucci. Scarlett Ann Floriani. Ana Esmeralda Fuentes Pérez. Connor Khalil Gallardo. Lily Elizabeth Gamble. Isabella Rose Goss Ryan. Lindsay Autumn Gearhardstein. Anthony Jackson Gibson. Wayne Gibson Jr., Joseph Paul Gilpin, Brennan Michael Gleason, Jackson Christopher Galanka, Lil Gomez del Campo, Seth Garin Hano, Briella Danielle Haney, Eden Natalie Hancock, Bobby Anthony Huckleberry, Jacaden LeBron Hall, Vaden Slade Guy, Dorian Kent Griggs, Mason Robert Greenhall, Cora Marie Green, Amelia May Greer, Jackson Richard Grant, Ariana Basilio Graham, James Thomas Gormley, Michael Hayden Good, Amanda Ariel Gomora, Xavier Lee Harper, Zoe Lee Harper, Madeline Naomi Hart, Ellie Rose Hartman, Ethan David Hatmaker, Cash Aiden Scout Hahn, Kendall Lee Hayes, James Duncan Hazenfield, Tay Henderson, Alana Foray Henry, Owen Asher Hensberry, Johan Amauri Hernandez, Bobby Thomas Huntington, Ella Rose Hunt, Rowan Judeus Huggins, Jermichael Amon Howard. Oh, okay, thanks. Rhett Reese Hovader, Trevor James Honus, Tori Zion Holt, Bailey Nicole Holt, Caden Eileen Hollander, Ollie Parker Hoke, Cambry Ann Hickson. Hunter Alexander Hinton. Lorelei Claire Hill.
Anaya Nicole Hayward Tharp. Keratin Neve Loyalty Hurd. Jesse Paul Isbell Jr. Amara Nevea Jackson. Daniel Malachi Jackson. Silas Graham Jackson. Jariah Kazah Jackson. Jean-Marc Gregory Jamois. Dylan Elise Job. Anandia Saina Akrista Johnson. Wesley Blake Johnson. Lamar Anthony Calvin Johnson. Porter John Johnson. Carter Jacob Johnston. Nathan Keith Kazire. Emma Leanne Kimbrell. Dominic Anafael Kimball. Lila Breland Kim. Aubrey Dawn Robinson Kilpatrick. Naeem Rahman Khan.
Rhett Hamilton Kenny.
John Drayton Hughes Keene. Solomon Tate Carissa. Jayliana Nicole Kenko. Thaddeus Allen Jones. Micaiah Lisbeth Jones. Anaya Janae Jones. Cameron Isaiah Knight. Brennan Lee Jameson Nip. Patrick Anthony Robert Lamb Jr. Lincoln Joseph Lamphere. Margaret Julia Landau. Taylor Reese Lane. Emily Marie Larrabee. Haven Claire Laurendine. Elizabeth Page Lawing. Kendrick Lawson.
Savannah Destiny Leal. Giselle Xiomara Lemus Zuniga. Jessica Lynn Linden. Genesis Isabel Martinez Villavol. Dwayne Robert Marsh. Cynthia Ruth Marcus Brock. Clayton Scott Joan Malott. Vinton Chris Maldonado. Lance Randall Lyons. Kendra Starr Lynn. Emily Brooke Lynch. Fabiola Lozada Cabrera. Ashley Marie Lau. Shade Jackson Lovelace. Martín David López Martínez. Jesús Alberto López de León. Jaylee Miranda Lloyd. Caden John Aldrin Marks. Molly K. Massey. Lex Matthews. Hope Moon May. Micah Reed McCarley. Christian Marie McGinnis. Colton Brian McNeil. Colin Philip McVeigh. Ángel Emanuel Medina Radillo. Jordan Isabella Menifee. Isaac M. Henry Miller. Mason Dane Miller.
Kat May Miller. Levi Stephen Norman. Lewis Aaron Nyad. Malik Mazay Newcomb. Elizabeth Grace Hedrick Nash. Kane Darion Knowles. Could I say what? SAR Nicole Mowery. Briley Ashlyn Morris. Juno Emmanuel Bostet Morrill. Landon James Morgan. River Mora.
Angel Jade Gadingan Gonzalez Mora.
Elliot Maxwell Melcody. Evea Malia Mitchell. Aja Lene Mims. Chandre Romanique Milliken. Noelle Marie Norstedt. Elijah Dylan Knuckles.
Anthony Yoen Nunez Aviles.
Savannah Rose O'Hearn. Layla Lee Oliver Scruggs. Rowan Fox Onash. William Connor O'Neill. Carly Marie Orff. Krista Elise Orff. Ramsey Ray Page. Jordan Marie Palmer. Olivia Kyra Parsons.
Yesenia Prado Benitez. Tyree Drakees Porter. Jacob Ryan Pickett. James Patrick Phillips. Gabriella Olivia Phillips. Estrella Perez Rodriguez. Nairi Zyron Pennywell. Madeline Penley. Hannah Rose Pelletier. Sergio Pedraza el Cuarto. Elijah Drew Pearson. Leah Noel Payne. Shiv Mahendra Kumar Patel. Sanvi Sanjay Patel. Aryan Gaurav Patel. Abigail Catherine Presley. William James Presley. Darnell Jamir Price. Sophia Kaylin Ratcliffe. Drake Elliott Rathmel. Natalie Elise Reynolds. Logan Rohde. Emily Ruth Rice. Caleb David Riker. Allison Grace Roberts. Cody James Roberts. Andrew Robert Rodabaugh. Charles Ralph Rogers. Caden Lynn Roundtree. Ella Ariane Sharp. Marissa Marie Sellers. Marcus Uno Sellers. Xander Scott. Silas Christopher Swegman. Michael Jeffrey Schultz Jr. Caitlin Elizabeth Skoll. Sarah Lila Grace Saunders.
Hayden Ann Sawyer. Sophia Robertovna Sangre. Aaliyah Marie Kanga San Nicolas. Richard Anthony Sacitano. Richard Anthony Sacitano. Ashton Cade Edling Russell. Kiera Hugh Rowe. All right, Trice Connor Sharp. Yes, sir. Trice Connor Sharp. May Lee Shields. Alexander James Schultz.
Damian Sixto Rodriguez.
All right, Dylan Wallace Skeens. Bailey Diane Smith. Jacob Lee Smith. Blaine Allen Stansberry. Christopher Robert Starkweather. James Pitchford Starr. Nathaniel Hunter Thomas Stevens. Selena Rose Johnson Stewart. Sidasia Vitari Stewart. Milo Elizabeth Stone. Noble Christian Van Denter.
David Jegos Urbanowitz.
McKenna Ray Underwood. Ava Page Underwood. Annika Reese Turner. Kayla Nicole Trotta.
Diana Tovar Andrade. Logan Clark Toulouse. Brennan Elizabeth Toth. Canute Tonder Torrenson. Haley Marie Thompson. Shelby Elaine Therian. Brantley Lamar Taylor II. Charles Robert Taubenheim. Victoria Marie Velasquez Reed. Elena K. Votes.
Ian Morgan Wade Griffiths.
Wisdom Wade Morris. Electra Celeste Wadley.
Jason Douglas Waite. Ayana Rain Walker. Tajay Jawan Walters Jr. Adam Andrew Washington Jr. Renaya Marie Watson. Tyler Jason Watson. Isabel Grace Weaver. Weston Crawford Webb. Camden Lee Welch. Kylie Alyssa West. Jacob Jeffrey Yawn. Shelby Lynn Yasu. Jasper Malachi Wright Johnson. Avery Rose Woodrum. Bree Ann Wood. Sienna Janae Nicole Womack. Riley James Willis. Aubrey Elizabeth Williams. Taryn Kimora Ashley Williams. Quavez Kareem Williams. Margaret Ann Williams. Brody Ferris Wilkerson. Raja Hassan White. Joshua Michael White. Zeppelin Rianne White. Dante Vaughn Young. Elijah David Young.
Carla Misty Zamora.
Cami Zhang. Ashlyn Brooke Hardy. Devyanshi Deepak Nai. Isaac David Naudine.
Dr. Fisher, would you do the honors?
All right, everybody stand up. Okay, you're going to take your tassel, and you're now officially Oak Ridge High School graduates. Congratulations.